So I wanted to start by something that I really struggled with when I was a kid. And from a really young age, I remember asking myself and my parents, how did I get here? To this day, I still ask these very massive, intimidating questions, wanting to know who we are and how we got here and what our purpose is a universal endeavor. And at school, my memory was always trying to fit in. And I sort of found acceptance outside of school, training in classical ballet and 100-meter hurdles. And it was these formative years to really establish my will to build other worlds where I felt like I fitted in, where I felt like I belonged. So the world is forcing us to act in ways we wouldn't normally. It's making us ask questions that we haven't thought about before. And science is officially rubbing up against our primal instincts. And no matter who you are or where you think we've come from, we are having to come and operate and build business and build our own worlds from a very different place moving forward. My philosophy is to ask impossible questions. I disrupt, I swim upstream, and whatever I make prepares us for what's coming. And when I start a project, a work, I never know what it is going to turn into. And that means working with people and the non-negotiable spirit that through risk we innovate. So would someone born from a Petri dish or another lab instrument lose the phenomenon of touch? Would the hug from a mother be engineered back into that kid that was grown rather than born? Will we need domestic machines that hug us to preserve the ancestral traits that were lost as a consequence of science and technology? This work is called The Compression Cradle, and it explores the intimacy and hormone release that technology can bring via a machine. Story, art, design are all vehicles. They give people powerful incentive to imagine, to build things in the mind's eye that don't exist yet. So through story, concepts of the future can be articulated. We can propagate ideas and concepts from mind to mind. That drives cultural process and progress. Art and science are indispensable forces. Science has opened up Pandora's box where we can design human biology, the beauty and intelligence of future progeny devoid of imperfection. And this is precisely why storytelling is the most important and critical artistic act.
Swallowable perfume, a new cycle of evolution.
So this campaign hovers the imagination in a world where we could believe this product is real, and that's actually what happened. This kind of story, when it's championed by the media, is a powerful way to disrupt markets. If swallowable perfume prompted one of the world's largest cosmetic companies to build a new lab focusing on edible technology, then where will the work of a biohacker lead us? Biohackers have an innate sense of risk. Decision-making, experimentation, creating something that never existed before is messy. Childbirth is messy. The more we practice at being in mess, the pain of discomfort, the process of risk-taking, the more we practice that as artists, biohackers, and storytellers are more adept with, the greater we can leap ahead, test, plant seeds, propagate, and ask the questions that science is not. We need to coalesce to engage emotions with science and design the future from a multiplicity of perspectives. Thank you so much for having me.